Oh.
So we are recording?
Yes.
Okay. Monday, April 13th, 2020, 5:30 p.m. Personnel Committee meeting. In accordance with the requirements of the open meeting law, please be advised that this meeting is being recorded, may be broadcast over the Lunenburg Public Access Channel. The town of Lunenburg, in response to the COVID-19 coronavirus, is currently following the guidance from the Lunenburg Board of Health, Massachusetts Department of Public Health, and the CDC regarding the virus and steps communities can take to prevent the spread. And all town facilities are currently closed to the public. In accordance with the governor's order suspending certain provisions in the open meeting law, general laws, chapter 30A, section 20, all public meetings are being conducted remotely. This meeting will be recorded and will be able to be found on the Lunenburg Access YouTube channel within 24 hours after this meeting. And so now call to order. The first item on the agenda is for the approval of the minutes from the February 24, 2020 meeting. Has everyone had a chance to review those minutes? Do we have any guests on? We don't have any guests on.
Could you tell me who's in attendance, please?
Sure, and yes, absolutely. So we have Heather, Julie, Michael, Eric, Dave, myself. So, and of course, Sue, I assume you know that you're in the meeting.
Thank you. Any comments on the February 24th minutes?
I'll move approval of the minutes.
Second.
All those in favor of approving that was Dave McDonald approving, seconding the motion. Michael provided the motion to move.
Okay.
To approve.
Thank you.
All those in favor to approve the minutes as received from the February 24, 2020 meeting, please signal by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed?
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Heather has a point of order.
Yeah. Just all votes in these meetings have to be roll call vote.
Roll call votes. Okay. All right. Roll calling we are. Michael.
Aye.
Eric.
Aye.
David.
Aye.
Sue.
Aye.
And I'm Scott, and vote in the affirmative as well. So moved. The minutes are accepted. Ongoing business. The next agenda item is to review the job description and the position grading for the principal assessor. And so we have an exhibit for that. Julie, are you going to display that, or are we just going to talk about it?
I'm just going to talk about it. I'm not savvy enough to be able to display this.
Hold, please. Just take me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at
Host, well, the host disabled participant screen sharing, so I can't.
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Oh, can I do it? That's interesting.
Who created the meeting?
I did. That's our standard settings.
Which
So
makes sense.
yeah.
I think you should be able to just promote me, right?
Yes, I'll make you the host, Scott.
Okay.
There, you should get a message.
I am the host.
So what I'm looking at, you want to go grade 15, Julie? Oh, there you go.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, so based on our previous meeting, that's what we've discussed based on the salary information that was gathered. I want to make a note At the top where it says hours per week, instead of 36, that should be 40. Right, Heather?
Yes.
Okay. So that, I've changed on my end already, but I had already sent this out.
Okay.
We are still going to finalize the reports too. We're thinking that who this position reports to is both the town manager and board of assessors, but we're going to confirm that.
What's the process for confirming that?
Through legal counsel.
Okay. Tell me if I can move forward. So statements of duties.
Sure. Yep. We'll just do
We're
this.
displaying for the recording, so I'm assuming because we're recording and displaying, we don't have to read it. Is that fair from an order standpoint, Heather?
I think it is. And if
Okay.
anyone wants to request the actual document, they can.
Okay.
Public records request.
So supervision, that one's in question. And outside counsel is helping us, town council is helping us with that. Work
Not the
environment.
supervision, not the supervision piece, just at the top, who they report to.
Oh, who they report to, okay.
Yeah. But in here, I guess it does say in the direction of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Board of Assessors reviewed this piece by piece today. And this is what they've approved.
And in your workings, did you find anything that made you question that it looked light, that it didn't seem to align with what the actual role is?
No. So this was a combination of Groton, Townsend, and I think Holden off the top of my head.
You listed Groton and Shirley and Pepperell.
And the body of the email, it was
Yes.
Groton, Townsend. It was Shirley then? Okay, yeah, those.
Yeah.
Shall I continue scrolling? Yeah. Okay.
Holden was actually one of them as well, Julie.
Holden was, okay.
The 4 towns.
So, Mr. Chair, through you, question I got is, why are we doing this again, Julie? Don't we have a Board of Assessors already?
This position,
Yes.
this is a new position. So this would be the job description that goes along with, this is the principal assessor. So right now, these functions are primarily outsourced to the RRG.
So I can answer that as well.
Elaborate.
So, sorry. They're going to simultaneously put out to bid to outsource these duties, and at the same time would like to post the position, and based on the responses for both the RFP and the posting, decide what the best route is for the town.
So would this position be grade 15 with full benefits?
Yes.
Okay.
But the precursor is, or the understanding is that the amount that it would not exceed the amount that we're currently would expend for outsourcing the position, with all, including, the benefits as well.
Okay. Julie, you did a lot of work to this. Very good.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any other questions on the job description?
No, I don't. I was able to print it and reviewed it before the meeting, and I found it to be comprehensive in nature and very descriptive of the responsibilities, so I don't have any questions.
I felt the same way.
Okay.
Sue, did you, I know you're not on video. Did you have an opportunity to review it? Did you have any questions about it?
No, I read it and I have it up on my screen, and you did a great job, Julie. And so I guess the only question is, do you think that the reason you would post it as well as consider outsourcing is that maybe we won't find people like this at this level? Is that the risk?
That's one possibility. We just want to ensure, yes, that we have these services covered in either method, and with the hope of maybe having it in-house would provide a better service to the residents in the town.
So would this require a town meeting vote?
The appropriation would be covered within the budget. So, and it would require a town meeting vote at the special town meeting for the position to be added to the grid. But since we'd have the appropriation available on July 1st, pending town meeting vote and budget, that we could move forward with the position. We would just have to, as is laid out in the bylaw, do the vote to incorporate it into the grid.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I put a motion out there that we accept this as written by Julie.
That was Dave McDonald putting the motion out.
Yep.
I second that, Scott.
It's Michael on the second. So
Yep.
roll call vote. I'm going to stop sharing if that's okay. So roll call vote, Michael,
Yay.
Eric, David,
Aye.
Sue,
Yes.
and the chair votes to the affirmative as well, passes unanimously. So let's move on to the grade 15. Julie, I know you provided similar compensation data from the surrounding towns that we just spoke about.
Correct.
Would you like to speak to this a little bit more?
Sure. Just let me pull it up again. Oops. There we go. So from these surrounding communities in the towns that you see, so we have Holden, Townsend, Shirley, Groton, Pepperell, and Air. I took similar positions, most being principal assessors from those towns, looked at the job descriptions and compared it. I've also compared it by parcels too. And based on their salary, the average, at least looking at Townsend, Groton, and Pepperell, brings us into roughly, the grade 15 pay range. So I think that would be a fair assessment of this position. Where to start?
Yeah, I agree with your assessment, and thanks for providing all that background information in detail.
Welcome.
Does anyone have any questions on grade 15, how we got to grade 15? Heather?
Yeah, Julie, this is Sue. Is the other people that are 15s, is there a comparability that you don't expect to have any employee issues regarding?
I don't think so. The only other position in grade 15 is the IT director or technology director.
Okay.
Julie, when you, in the email you sent, you had the proposed grade, which was 15, and that's the 36.35 per hour for step 1 up to the 44.71 for step 8.
Yep.
And then you had a yearly salary. I guess what that equates to is a yearly salary.
Correct.
So
Let me just make sure that was for 40 hours.
yeah, I don't think it's for 40 hours. When I did the math.
It might not be. Initially, we were looking at, I think it was 35 hours. Let me just pull this up real quick.
Yeah, so the 3635 at a 40-hour week for the full 52 weeks is 75.4. So I think the initial calculations were based off of a short.
32 hours. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
based off 32.
But I think still looking at the salary grid and where everything is denoted in hourly rate, being in a grade 15 makes sense, whether, it's calculated on an annual basis for a 32-hour week or a 40-hour week. It's still the same, the appropriate hourly rate and grade, in my opinion.
I agree. I think that's appropriate rate.
As long as it's in the budget, it falls in the budget, Heather?
Yes.
We're looking for a motion on this,
Just
Mr. Chair?
look.
I think it's time. I think we're all in agreement here.
Put a motion
I move
out that we
approval of-
accept it at grade 15.
Second,
So Sue, Dave provided the initial motion. Michael provided the second. Roll call vote. And you guys get it. You're going by my screen. That's why I had to go out. So Michael, you're up first.
yay.
Eric,
Yay.
David,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
and the chair votes in the affirmative. Motion passes unanimously for a grade 15 for the principal assessor, whose job description we just approved as well. And I think that's the last item on our agenda. Is there public? There's no public. And so I think we're at a place to adjourn and we can go enjoy our dinner.
Well, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I haven't
job.
heard a motion to adjourn yet.
I'll move the adjournment.
Second.
Do we have to roll call this one too?
Yes.
All right, Michael, you're up.
Yay.
Motion to adjourn. Eric,
Yay.
Dave,
Yay.
Sue,
Yes.
and the chair votes in the affirmative. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe.
Hope everyone's
Thank
safe.
you.
Thank you,
Stay
guys.
safe.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Night.
Night, everyone.
Bye.